Oh yeah! I love starting the streams with like Inkling Chaos because it's just the perfect like embodiment of what this channel is. Also, I don't have to do the awkward like, oh, am I live yet? Anymore. Because even if I'm not live, it'll get cut off by the Inklings a little bit. So, I don't know if that's creepier. Like, hearing like the I don't know, like halfway through the Inklings playing, and then like it's cut off. I'm not making any sense, but anyway. Happy Monday. Happy Productivity Stram Day. I think, yeah, Mondays are basically just productivity hours nowadays. Like, Animal Crossing has been, yeeted. So, today, I'm gonna keep going with the Crust Bucket. I'm actually just about done with the Crust Bucket, like, compared to what we did last week. How far did we get last week? Hold up. Yeah, this is how far we got last week. And this is where we at now. Oi! Hi, Dex! Meow! Hi, Gutson! How are you guys doing? Welcome to my obsession with Splatoon getting out of hand. Yeah, so I'm basically done with the Crust pack. Crust pack? Crust bucket. It's all in Unreal and everything. Oh, I gotta rebuild. Uh-oh. I gotta rebuild lighting. Oh, Dex! Chidu Papa. What? It seems appropriate to just like do big stresso actions when Inkling Cast is playing. But yeah, Gutson, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm sorry that I got cut off by Inkling Chaos. Yeah, so this is what the Crust Bucket's looking like in Unreal right now. Oh! Don't move the pivot! Go back! Yeah, I did some stuff with the normal map too to get more details in there without modeling it, because I already modeled a lot of detail. This is already super high poly. Any Smash this week? No, sorry bud. I might do Animal Crossing on Friday. I might actually not even be able to stream on Friday. I might have a couple of meetings Friday evening. We'll have to see. But yeah, so this is how it's looking in Unreal. Don't worry about the fact that there's like 5 million of them. Yeah, so today... Sorry, bud. I mean, you're always welcome to just post into the Discord, be like, yo, who the fuck wants to play Smash? Okay, I'm gonna... do I want to do it? Let's do the garbage can. A very important prop. There's a game I want called Archaic Sealed Heat, and it was only released in Japan, so if I buy it, I have to buy a DS Lite because I don't think those are region locked. But the game is in Japanese, so I probably wouldn't understand what's going on anyway. Hey man, I'll not translate the whole game for you, that might kill me. But a DS? Are you saying 3DS, right? Because the DS itself, the DS isn't region locked. The 3DS is though, which is oof. I bought my 3DS when I was living in Japan, so like I literally have like 30 3DS games. Like I just stocked up before I left Japan because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be able to play these probably for like 5 years, but the pure fact that I'm not gonna be able to like buy them for who knows how long. Ooh-woos! Yeah, that's a big F in the chat for that one, Gutson. This is the part where you learn Japanese just so you can play a video game. So how big is the trash can? The trash can is not actually all that large. Also, I made this thing a bit too low. Boo. That's okay though. Actually, okay, so I do have the game open. My hours in Splatoon have like tripled recently. Just because like I'm running around like I've been running circles around the Crust bucket so much. Yeah, so the trash can is not quite as tall as the wheels. Okay. You know what you must do. Your training has led to this. Hey, I mean, we got a lot of Japanese learners in these parts as well. Is Sampleton is in the chat trying to run from what? Is Sampleton here? Also, hydrate or dihydrate. I got me a nice glass of wine today. Do you ever have that, like... So I was pouring a glass of wine, right? And I was like, well, I don't want to finish the bottle because that seems excessive. But the thing is, like, now there's like 3 gulps or 2 gulps left in the bottle, and I was like, I can't, like, if I pour these last 2-3 gulps out into the glass, that's too much. But now there's just like a pathetic 2 mouthfuls left in the bottle. Like, what do I do? Does this happen to you guys? Also, Sampleton, you have been exposed. Actually, how are you? Do you want to hear the most exposed moment I've ever had in my life? So, I've been doing like a lot of cinematics for the game that I've like the game that I'm making, the thesis project that I'm a part of. So I'm testing out like fade speeds and all that shit. And so I have to record my screen a lot. And then my creative director today told me, did you know that you're also recording your computer audio? And I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, we can hear all the music you listen to. And I was like, oh no! All the Splatoon music I listen to has been exposed! I cried a little bit. I died. Yeah. Alcohol's for sinners. I have water. Well, it's okay. Honestly, alky is the least of my offenses. What? Don't worry about it. Okay. I think I pranked myself a little bit. The truck itself should probably be a little higher. And the wheel cover is actually a bit rounder or taller than I have them right now. Also, Sampleton, glad to hear. Well, I'm doing great now. That sounded sarcastic. It was not. You did them a great service and cultured them? Yeah, I was like, I had to listen back to the stuff that I was listening to, and I was like, alright. I was listening to Yorushika, but then also Splatoon remixes. They thought I was listening to weeb music, and I'm like, it's not weeb music! Okay. I mean, it kind of is. Look at Discord. Hey, it's illegal to look at Discord during stream. Just kidding. Bruh. Dex got you, yo. Snipe. Also, is there someone named Get Affiliated? Is there a bot in chat just vibing for views? Thank you, bot. But also, what the fuck? Alright, I think that's about right. Alright, what does this trash can look like? Okay, so now that I've got the size down, I think... Oh, shoot, I just reversed them incorrectly. That was already the right image. Now that I've got, like, the relative size down, let's shrink this. Alright. I know that these like little like indents are probably something that should be textured on, but fuck it, we're gonna go hella high poly. Honestly, also, I've learned to really appreciate a lot of the details in the Crust bucket. Like, oops. I would have never noticed that there's books in the passenger seat. Do you see the, oh, well, you can't see it. What if I zoom in? But, like, do you see how there's books over there? And then, like, they have the whole, like, a full-ass steering wheel. Like, holy shit, there was so much detail. Like, it's insane. It's so impressive. Most exposed moment to me was peeing my pants when I was in 1st grade. I had to wait 10 minutes because of school. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Happens a lot to kids in 1st grade too. Because how old are you in 1st grade? Like 7? Like, it's so mortifyingly embarrassing, but also it's kind of a common problem. But sorry to hear that, yo. I hope that like, I mean, I imagine hopefully most kids would forget too, so I hope it wasn't like a problem for you. Like, you know, down the road. Alright. We're gonna do something probably not a good idea. But fuck it. I'm full of not good ideas around these parts. I was so shy until 4th grade and started to not be shy anymore. Oh yeah? What made you not be shy? Actually, just like in general, peeps in the chat. What has your like quote progression been in life? Like, were you really shy when you were younger and then became much more extroverted as you got older, or like reverse? Or you've always been shy and you're still shy, or you've always been extroverted and still extroverted? I'm very curious. How do I do the rounded edges? It was a shy problem because I was always shy. I wasn't a person that likes to make eye contact. Yo, you know, I still hate making eye contact. You know, if any of you ever, like, you know, meet me in real life, I always gotta be like, I always feel like, oh, what if someone thinks I don't like them because I don't, like, I just in general have a hard time making eye contact. That's just kind of who I am. So hopefully, like, I don't offend anyone if I ever, like, I always worry that I've offended someone if they're like, why aren't you looking me in the eyes? I'm like, I can't! Okay, I'll take that. Actually, honestly, this is not so bad. We don't even need to do that. That's an unnecessary waste of time. What made me not feeling shy is keep asking my teacher to use the bathroom if I can get water. Damn. Yeah, I've actually, you know, for sure, when I was younger, I was, like, really scared to ask to use the restroom during school. So I would hold it. It's yeah, not good. It's a bit extroverted when I was younger, but then became introverted. Sometimes I feel like I'm an ambivert. Like, if I would have talked to more people in high school, they were actually interesting. Big retweet on that. Yeah, you know, we're all I think, like, it's hard to say that, like, anyone is a true extrovert or true introvert because, like, we probably have tendencies to lean towards one or another, but we're all kind of in the middle. Like, that is kind of, majority of people are somewhere in the middle. Like, I would say, sorry, I just slurped some water real loud. I would definitely say that, like, because, like, for me right now, I'm like, I can very, like, I appear super extroverted, but then also at the same time, like, it's because I kind of know my introverted tendencies, where it's just like, if I'm with a person for like 2 hours, well then I gotta go be on my own for like 6. Depends on how many people, and depends on the person as well. I don't know what just happened. That ain't it, Chief. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try one thing that might be super high poly and make it a problem, but it's fine, fuck it. Nope, that ain't it, Chief. It looked better before, honestly. Oh, I know what we should do. Should pop these edges out a bit, not bring everything in. I think I've always been on the extroverted side from what I know of myself currently and heard of myself in the past, but I have some introverted tendencies that fluctuate. Yeah. I mean, we all have tendencies of one side or the other. Like, again, it would be kind of wild if you were like a true extrovert. Like 100%. That would kind of be bonkers, I think. Actually, Gutson, you do kind of remind me. So, I feel bad saying this, but like, do you ever like have like not issues, but like you're kind of like torn, but like, cause there's people that you knew in high school that are like, hey, let's hang out, and you're like, let's not. Been running into that problem recently, quite a bit. It's not that they aren't nice, it's just that, like, I worry that they're still kind of bitter about high school, and I'm like, bitch, I'm bitter too. I have a lot to be bitter about, but also, being bitter is so much emotional work. Just let it the fuck go. Another reason why I was very shy, because sometimes I used to stutter, and I thought I will make fun of getting bullied. I'm really sorry to hear that, actually. Or, I didn't mean actually, but, like, my mother's, former, like, one of her past bosses, he's very, very smart, and, like, her boss, so obviously kind of, like, he's a manager, but he used to have kind of a bad stutter, and so he'd be on, like, the phone with, like, clients or other managers, and they would kind of be mean to him for it, and it's like, bitch, this is something you can't really control. Like, yes, there's speech therapy, but also at the same time, like, come on, man. Come on. I'm pretty sure you have things that, like, you can't help. Like, don't be such a bitch and make fun of someone for something they can't particularly change. Especially since, like, these are usually things you're, like, that people get born with. And even if it develops, like, so the fuck what, you know? Again, also, like, I remember he always tried so hard, like, my mom was really helpful for him in that she would sometimes practice doing his, like, if he was about to go do, like, a speech or something, she would practice with him. And I'm like, see, he's trying his best, now sit the fuck down! To everyone that would, like, I don't know why, like, I only met the guy once, not my boss either, but it's just kind of really upsetting for me when people make fun of people for any kind of disability at all. And, like, kind of maliciously, you know? Like, my sister tore her ACL a couple of years ago, and her husband was like, hey, Gimpy, and it's like, that's not nice to say, but also at the same time, like, he's her husband, and they're memeing in their own household. He wasn't trying to bully her. Alright, another thing, and I think this is a great follow-up because I agree most people are likely ambivert, but what recharges your batteries? Being with others or by yourself? Oh, I like being by myself. For sure. For sure. To be completely honest, in lockdown, my life hasn't changed all that much. Well, what about, yeah, how does everyone recharge their energy? Do you slink off for a little, like, me time, or does me time mean getting together with all your friends and like partying? Another way I got exposed was being in 3rd grade. Didn't know how to tie my shoes, and my brother tied your shoes. Oh. Kids can both be simultaneously be so nice and so mean. Like, it's kids are way more intelligent than like adults give them credit for, but also at the same time, kids are assholes sometimes. Also, hi Bon. Sorry, it took a while to catch up in chat. How are you doing? We were talking about like when you were younger compared to right now. Did you tend like were you more of an introvert when you were younger and then turned into an extrovert as you got older, or an introvert when you were younger extroverted when you were younger and got more introverted as you got older? You know, just kind of stuff like that. And also, I just can't get over the I would have probably talked to more people in high school if they were actually fucking interesting. That's a big relatable, yo. I don't know, man. I didn't really enjoy high school. Didn't like a lot of my, like, classmates. Not that I didn't like them, but I was like, why? Come on, excuse me? Hello? What's going on? Why can't I go to object mode? There we go. I guess I'm still just as weird as back then. Well, you know, it's not a matter of weirdness. It's just about, like, certain behavioral tendencies, you know? You know what I always think, I'm like, man, I was such a well-behaved and, like, normal-ass child in, like, junior high and high school, and now what the fuck am I? Ever think about doing a face reveal? Well, Dex, I'll have you know, actually, back in the day, I actually used to have a webcam when I was mooching off of university resources. And now I don't have one because I dropped a lot of money on, like, getting, like, well, I did have to build a PC for, like, actual work purposes, so, that drained a lot of my money earlier this year. And then I did have to get a capture card and then a new headset, so I was like, well, between, like, headset with nice mic and, what's the word? Webcam, like, I can stream without a webcam, but I can't really stream without a mic. And then, like, webcams do have microphones, like, they do have audio detectors on them, but usually not that good. So I was like, I'm gonna opt for microphone. Or nicer headset. Also, the place that I stream from is, I don't mean it's, like, sketchy, but also it's, like, family home. I would prefer not to stream with this backdrop just because of there's, like, stuff that I probably don't want seen on stream, just, like, family stuff. Anyway. But if you want to dig, the really old streams has me face. Me lovely face. Honestly, streaming without webcam is so much less stressful. I don't have to put on makeup. Also, Bon, nice. Can I get some of that cocaine? Also, I've been staring at this for like 5 minutes, not really doing anything. Hi, Ranch Cat. Wow, man, I've been talking so much. Sorry that I am fallen big time behind on chat, and I've just been staring at the trash can. Removing the inner part of a banana? What? Is that called eating a banana? How are you, Ranch Cat? Playing Mario Galaxy? What if with the webcam all the hotness will just... Yeah, sure, Bon. Sure. Because we all know I'm a 17 out of 10. We're entering dangerous territory here, guys. Let's edge away from this topic. Sorry for the story. Did you post something and it didn't get posted to chat? Because The last thing I see from you, Gutson, is if your high school classmates are more interesting, which is, again, big retweet on that. Like, my high school was pretty competitive, so people were all kind of really just cutthroat a lot of the time about academics, and I just couldn't see the reason, and it was scary and stressful. Because I didn't like it. I was like, I'm just trying my best to pass. Look, listen, I only compete with myself. You know, I didn't like how cutthroat everyone was. Okay, how do I make this like a little plate shape? Zoop. Okay. Oh! Oh! No! Redo, redo. Wait, did it not send? It might have not sent. So, oh my god. Dex. People tell me I am ugly and I tell them to shut the fuck up. Where's your fucking hairline? Dex, are people your age already balding? Yo. Oh my gosh. You know, do you guys know Wallaby Track, our beloved Albie? He and I make fun of each other's hairlines a lot. It's not really that, well, he actually is kind of his hairline is actually a bit of an oof. Mine's not. 17? Yeah, of course. I am a 17 out of 10. Y'all know it. I'm an absolute catch. I break the Richter scale. This is getting a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this needs to fit over the trash can. This needs to fit over Trash Coon. Gosh, goddamn! Ever since Albie started calling the shark bosses in Salmon Run, Shark Coon, I literally cannot stop calling everything Coon. It's bad. Apparently, I'm a weeb now. Okay, that's like close enough to the right side. Yeah. Also, yeah, guts and F for your story. I hope you copy and paste. I hope you copied it. If not, I'm sorry you have to type it out again. You ever heard of the term "the bell doesn't dismiss you"? Yes. It's like you can't leave class if the bell rings, right? This boss sucks. The Bowser boss. Oof! Just making sure I haven't been missing out. Sampleton should stream Smash. Pro Smash player. Fight Dex's amiibos. I hear Kun and think of Connie with her Cube Kun. Oh, so good. The funny thing is, so a couple years ago in my game dev class, we had to make like a grid game, a 2D grid game clone. Like specifically, I cloned Sokoban, this game. And the thing is, I was having a really hard time figuring out the 2D array at first. So eventually my friend was actually able kind of to figure it out and teach me about it. And he's like, alright, so here's the thing. When your player pushes Boxy Boy, so I was like, what? Excuse me? Did you call it Boxy Boy? And ever since then, every time we see every time we just talk about boxes at all and draw cubes on paper, we're just like, hey, it's Boxy Boy, he back. He protect, he attack. I had this guy who's like bald and thought he had a six-pack. I'm like, you don't have a six-pack and Dex! People your age are too young to be going bald! I shouldn't say that, but he actually going bald! Let's get a big F in the chat for this guy and his fucking hairline! Gosh, physics, what the fuck is this? So, I hope I looped the playlist. Yeah. Inkling. Who is it? Who is it? Also, be careful what you say simp for. When you get older, you're gonna start losing some of your hair. simp. It's Starshade! Guys, let's get Pog Nuggies in chat. It is the Rat Lord himself. Hi, Starshade. How's it going? I don't know what this voice is. Oh no. How are you? No, I need to be manly. I'm a man. I'm a manly man. I think I've had one too many drinks. Oh no. Also, why? Ooh, I know what I don't know why I rotated it now. That was kind of silly to do. Let's reset all the rotations. Because I need to do the handle. It'll be a lot easier to do the handle. The handle. When it's flat. I had to be a savage back then? Bruh. Honestly, I did have a problem actually. This kid I met on the bus wanted me to go to his house, which I thought was strange because I only sat next to him a few times. I said no a few times, but he was persistent, so I said yes, and it was actually a very nice experience. He showed me a game on his PC, and we played Super Mario World on his SNES. I could tell he had a very hard time socializing. I'm not sure if he was slightly autistic or had some kind of mental issue. But when we were talking about games, he seemed perfectly normal. His mom bought me an Oreo Sonic Blast too. After that day, he didn't ask me to come over anymore, but I sat next to him every single day for about a year or two. I let him borrow my 3DS so he could play Super Mario Land on the way home. That's really sweet. Oh. That is really, really sweet. Oh. I love that. Oh. You know, I have a friend from high school who kind of had a similar experience from that. So, well, so what was more like, it was my classmates. But it was kind of like, so I guess we didn't like know it back then per se, but they were kind of like, I guess you never really know how someone's like, if someone's feeling left out and feeling sucky, kind of having a hard time socializing. But it wasn't until like a couple years later that, like, jeez, what's happening with the vertices? Not that. That like one of my classmates was like super wildly popular. And like, I don't want to say wildly popular. Sorry, I'm like having a stroke. I think I really did have too much of the drink. But they were like pretty popular, like smart kid and like good looking and all that. And then they always like hung out with like one day they kind of started hanging out with this one like really shy, kind of awkward kid who's like most people didn't even know their name despite having gone to school with them for so long. This is back when I was in like actually it was even before high school. I think it was junior high. And it was like specifically, oh gosh, I'm even having a hard time recalling what happened. But then like just one day she suddenly started sitting with her every single day at lunch, and then they would also do homework together. And it turns out that my friend was actually kind of, or one of my classmates was kind of like started tutoring this girl at first, I don't want to name drop, but shy girl. She started tutoring her because she was actually really struggling in school. But then through the tutoring, she was like, she's actually a pretty fucking cool person. They ended up becoming really good friends. I'm sorry that was a whole roller coaster for me to spit out. Holy shit. I think I really had a stroke there, but wholesome. Okay, again, kids can be really great sometimes. Also, Dex, I'm not gonna ban you again by accident. That was embarrassing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I still have his save file. Oh, he beat the game and got to World 6 in the Special Worlds with Luigi? Gutson, I hope you know this is kind of honestly one of the most wholesome things that like has happened on... It's not really happened on stream, but it's just like one of the most lovely things to be shared on stream in a while. Whilst we are a nice bunch, we are also still just like too vibey and memey. I appreciate this wholesome. Alright, man, I really am having a stroke out here. I've been staring at the same thing for like 10 years. I keep also hitting the Windows key by accident. Eee! Wait, you said, and also you said you haven't spoken to that kid since, have you? Also, yeah, I am on a roll. Normally 8 words per second. After some drink, 20 words per second. Yeah. You know, I may just go finish the bottle because, like I said, it's kind of sad to have, like, 2 mouthfuls left in the bottle. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try something that might not work. So, wish me luck. Ooh, that don't work. Ooh, that didn't work. Ooh, I don't like that. Abort. I knew it wouldn't work. Okay, let's try this again. What if we get all the faces back and we bring it up further so it can actually make that connection? Because what happened was the narrow was too steep, or the angle was too small. Did I just say the narrow was too steep? I really am having a stroke out here. Strokes and drinks on Happy Monday. Yep, it's happy hour, guys. So that didn't fucking work either. I'm not angry. I'm trying to think about the best way to do the handle, because the handle can definitely stay on one mesh. I need a kind of a closer look at it, to be completely honest. Oh! Oh! I'm a fool! Okay. Stop hitting the Windows key by accident. Nope. Wrong spot. I had a friend and he was wholesome until he fucking stabbed you in the back. What'd he do? Do I need to kill someone? It's illegal to have 2 mouthfuls left. It must be completed. Exactly. That's what it's like. I can't just leave 2 mouthfuls in the bottle. But also, like, if I pour those 2 mouthfuls, this is too much. I don't know. We'll see. I might go back. But also, if I finish the bottle, is that not good? That is bad. That's some bad news bears right there. No, do not control the pivot. Let me get into fucking face mode. Okay, yeah, this we can work with a bit. I think this works. Is it centered? Yeah. That actually looks like trash. Nice. You moved apartments, so I took a different breast in my last couple years of high school. I wonder what he's up to. You know, I hope that... I imagine that he remembers that experience as well. You know? It's kind of like... I'm imagining that it was a good experience to him. So, Gutson, you are a nice person as well for being so nice to him. Because like you said, it seemed like that he was kind of a shy person. It's not that maybe... Hopefully people weren't mean to him, but I imagine people weren't really actively nice to him either. Especially in high school. Uh-oh, that ain't it, Chief. I'm so confused by what I'm doing right now. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted. More of a bit of a... Doesn't need to be round, but just needs to be rounder than it was. Had quite a few strokes. I always have strokes. Come on, yo. It's one of the easiest things to check off the bingo board. I hate hangovers. Ha! Bitch! I actually bounce back really well from hangovers, but also that is because, like, usually when I drink, I kind of also know my habits. Like, I drink water whilst drinking insert alcohol here. You know, I, like, eat food with drink, or, like, eat something before drinking. Because hangover is poo-poo, so. For sure. So I try and at least be aware of, like, steps that I can take to be like, make sure I have a good time and I wake up remembering everything. That's important, isn't it? Also, it's actually really flat. I kind of didn't need to do that. It's like that. Just, Jesus, let me go to object mode! Drink lots of water, kids. Yeah, alky or no alky, drink water. Hydrate. Y'all, it's important. It's good for your health. Okay, let's make this unnecessarily high poly. It's a trash can. You know, I'm thinking the trash can itself is not that complicated. Wow, it's taken me 40 minutes to do this trash can because I've just been talking so goddamn much. Apparently, I just don't know how to shut my mouth. Let's actually... Let's try and... Oops. Let's try and finesse this a bit more. Nope. Nope. Nobody, nope. Nope, 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 nope! Nope, nope. Anything extra selected bags? Nah. How do I change the step size? Hey nerds! Hey Nidu Cat! How's it going? Kia ora! Ditties. I can't stop thinking about it. Oh my gosh. Bruh. Nidu Cat, that is forever how you're going down in history. I hope you know that. No, you're a nerd! So, whoa, okay, I had a friend and he was wholesome until he fucking stabbed me in the back. We used to play lots of games and talk a lot. Always helped me and cared about you until 5th grade, and he started playing games and acting very fucking toxic and had no chill. Getting into drama with girls? Ew, girls have cuties, didn't you know that? How do I live a good life? Bruh, he sounds like he spiraled out of control a bit. Also, like, but 5th grade? You know, it kinda sucks. Honestly, I hated junior high more than I hated high school. Being completely honest. Like, it's such a weird scramble of everyone being like, oh, I want to be a cool kid. I guess, like, the quote-quote cool kids are established by high school, though. I don't fucking know. But, anyway, I fucking hated junior high. Actual worst freaking experience ever. You're all nerds, and I mean it in the best way. We all are kind of nerds. It's how we all got here. Hi, Kevin. I don't remember anything before college. Yeah, you know, I drink to forget all the non-uni years. Uni was fucking great for me. it's when I actually turned crazy. I really kind of went off the rocker and just unleashed my potential of total strangeness. Like, I was very normal in high school. Normal-ish. Alright, we're gonna do the chair. Bro, this looks hard. Ah! Ooh, I don't like this. Jeez. You're gonna lurk? Alright, thanks for lurk, Dex. Oh, so you told him not to get into drama? Wow, he sounds like a dick. It's a good thing you dropped him. Yeah, Kevin and Needed Cat were sharing toxic experiences we had as children. Or wholesome, actually. We are also sharing very wholesome experiences. And hopefully I'm not talking too loud. I just realized I'm like, I might have been like talking obscenely loud this entire time. I don't know why I came into real. Whoa, what's happening there? Oh, okay, it's the reflection. I was like, why is there fuzzy looking shit? Imagine having a toxic experience. Imagine that. Imagine not having a toxic experience. I have zero memory. You know, probably for the better. Probably for the better. I just honestly, like, the more that I think, I can't remember anything specific, to be completely honest. Like, even stuff that I was like kind of salty about. I can't remember too much, but the more I think about, like, the longer time goes on and the more I think about high school, I'm just like, man, I fucking hated it. I've been swearing a lot today. Sorry. More than normal. That can work out for you sometimes. Yep, that is true. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, your boy over here was a kind of bullied child, so maybe it's for the best if you can just, you know, move on. Alright, chair. Chair, why are you giving me so many struggles? The frame is gonna be kind of annoying. Imagine a bot being us nerds. Yeah, imagine a bot. Like a super advanced AI, like Dex is right now. Because we all know Dex is a bot. High school is the worst? Yeah, high school sucks. Middle school sucks too. Honestly, school is like fine until you turn like 10. And then like everyone starts hitting puberty and is like, ooh, I want to be a cool kid. I'm just like, I just want to build a sandcastle in the sandbox. That was really loud. Sorry. But yeah, I just want to build a sandcastle. Is that too much to ask? I was bullied too. But Kevin, you're buff now. You can go beat up all your bullies. Kevin is truly buff Kevin. Homeschooled. Oh, were you homeschooled? Kevin? Or, sorry, Sampleton? I considered high school was fun, actually. Like, it sucked, but it was fun at the same time. Yeah, it was a bit of a mixed batch, I guess. Mixed bag. Uh-oh. Nice. But yeah, I don't know. I liked high school on one hand. It was fine. But on the other, like Kevin, I was one in the same boat as you, whereas like we are a very competitive, like competitive nerd culture-ish, but also at the same time like did have toxic jock cool kid at the same time. Like I don't really know. I just know like in high school it didn't really feel like I got along with anyone. Like, I got along with everyone just fine, but I also didn't feel like I could, like, kind of be comfortable around people. Like I said, I was a lot more normal in high school than I am now. Like, oh, I'm a world-class weirdo at some points now. You all know this. But I don't know, like, this sounds so cliche, but I really just kind of felt it was very hard for me to truly be myself, and I think it was also at the same time, it's not even that, like, it was hard to be myself. It was at the same time, like, well, I didn't really understand what myself was yet. So that added to the stress and anxiety factor. I don't know, man. All I know is I got to uni and I fucking let loose. It was very, I don't know, again, became a total fucking weirdo. And it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Ranch Cat, why would you despise us? You made it. Oh, no. I was cool to everyone because I did backflips freshman year? That's how you get cool. Alright, guys. I'll turn off emo-only chat if we get 3 sound bits of the same... 3 of the same sound bits in a row. Doesn't have to be anything specific, but they have to be 3 in a row. Same rules as always for when chat turns emo-only. Come on, guys, little teamwork. Okay, so apparently people like... Oh, that's one. Ooh woo. One more. No! Who broke the train? Bruh! Bruh. It's a good thing Numpty's not here. I know Numpty absolutely hates emo-only chat. Is this the right thickness? Is this, like, thick enough? Is it thick? Maybe that's better. I don't know my axes. Eee! Okay, that's 2 E's in a row. I'm saying this out loud also so I don't forget. Because it sounds like a very me thing to be like, how many was that? E! That's 3 E. Okay. How do I turn off emo? Let me chat. There you go. What a lovely way to end the previous conversation, which was getting very, very, very into deep and weird territory. I live! What's the quote from Mushu? Wait, hold up. Hopefully I don't get copyright for this. It's movie night, y'all. Emo only chat again? How about no? Alright. The channel points asked for it, guys. Oof! Okay, 3 sad inklings and we're back in business. Multi-cut. In the meantime, I can finally get some goddamn work! Just kidding. Honestly, like, the fact that the crust bucket, like, last week looked like this Like, and now it's this? Whew, we don't need to get any work done. I've been productive enough in the last week. So what, no one's gonna lend Sampleton a helping hand and play some sad Inklings? Wow, so not much of a community, are we? Don't work together. Otherwise, it's gonna take Sampleton 3 minutes because of the cooldown. Yep, Sampleton carrying the team, you guys. Bruh. Who is the saboteur right now? I like how I say right now, as if like I know there'll be someone else sabotaging it later on. I keep hitting the Windows key by accident. Don't know why. Yeah, it's close enough. I think it could stand to be a little bit more out. Oh no. So I'm really glad I didn't get in trouble for copyright on this Zelda lo-fi track because I love this soundtrack. Alright, that was 3 Inklings in a row. Sad Inklings specifically. Sinklings. Sinklings? Hold up, hold up. What? What is this? Did I wrote Mushi. Oops. I think we had to play that every time emote only chat gets turned off. Dex, I'm gonna veto that emote only chat. Sorry, bud. Talk in a crappy Scottish accent. Alright, do it. Do it. I'm gonna be honest, I never learned how to make noises. What? Are you saying that you don't know how to speak? What do you mean? Can you imagine that in high school I never made noises like this? Like I said, I was a perfectly normal and well-behaved girl, lass. Oh, I almost slipped out of character for a moment there. Bevel the shit out of this. The shite. Alright. Now that we've spent about 20 minutes fixing this curve, it's time to spend another 20 minutes fixing the next curve. The shift is over. I rest now. Oh, you mentioned that you failed to help someone at Code Help today. What was the problem? Got scammed. Sorry, bud. No returns. Inkling noises. Do you truly want to learn how to make it? I can turn... Dex was asking earlier about quote face reveal. I can do a face reveal and teach the Inkling noises. It's very, very absurd. Meow. Scottish meow. Congrats, Kev. You live. No, I don't. I did. Can we get an F in the chat? Because Kevin died. What the fuck? To be deep, that's actually a good impression of a Scottish accent. You want to know the secret? I've watched Brave about 15 to 25 times. 15, probably more like 20 to 25 actually. It be like that sometimes. Face reveal at 10k subs, Kevin. It's been well over 2 minutes, has it not? Kevin, you know what my face looks like. How do I say bruh in a Scottish accent? Bruh. I heard you mention Inkling noises, but I have no idea what you just said. I could do a face reveal and teach people how to do the inkling noises. But I don't know if you all want to know how to do it. It's quite absurd. Rather bizarre. Alright, that's enough Scottish accent. I don't know if that was 2 minutes or not, but fucking say it was. Man, I'm working so slowly today. Multi-gut. 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 Unless your old VODs are still up when you have a cam. There's one VOD still up when I still had the webcam. I think. I don't know which one though. I believe there's still one or two though. So like if people I often wonder, like, do people actually go back and they're like, I want to see what she looks like? It seems like a lot of work for, you know, me. Like, I'm not that exciting. But also at the same time, like, you know, I always kind of, even when I was younger, like meeting people on the internet, right? And I'm always just like, I always wondered what they look like. And they for sure always wonder what I look like. And I always just kind of wonder what people, I do wonder what people think I look like. If people would agree or disagree, you know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway. Vertex. Give me goddamn vertex! Oh. I got a little too angry there for no reason. Again, hopefully I'm not... The mic is a bit close to my mouth. I realized like 20 minutes ago, no one has complained about it being too loud yet though, so I'm gonna keep talking at this like same like volume, and I'm not gonna move the mic further from my face, but if it is a problem, please let me know. I don't want people going deaf because of me. So like I said, the nice thing about not having webcam anymore is like, I don't need to look presentable. Right now, I'm in my gym jams and wearing a sweater around my neck because it got too hot with the sweater on. But I don't really feel like muting to take it off. Does the chair stick over the... No, it doesn't. Or the seat part of it. Should be a bit better. Each one. This could be a little longer. Again, running around, like I said, I've been running around like Inkopolis Square just like looking at everything and taking screenshots of everything from a million different angles. And it's really given me such heightened appreciation for how much detail there is in Inkopolis. Like I showed earlier with the books on the Crust bucket's front seat. Like, whew, that is such a lovely little detail that they really, really did not need at all. Like, it was a waste of time to include that. Even if it only took like 5 minutes. 5 minutes is time, yo. Wonder what's the best way to get these edges to be... Well, I know an easy way, actually. But just like the whole thing. Just like all the edges. And... soften it? Will that really do anything? Not really. Lovely! Lovely indeed. I do know one spaghetti-ass way to get the edges to be smoother. But we're not gonna do it, because it's so fucking spaghetti. And it actually might cause more problems, so... Ben-chan, big fan! Big fan of what? Spaghetti? had spaghetti yesterday for the first time in a while, and oh, it was so good. I love pasta. I love noodles. I love noodles. That's pretty cursed. That is so fucking cursed. I didn't say anything. Don't worry about it. I like macaroni. I like meatballs too. I like meatballs. I love mac and cheese as well. If only it didn't fucking destroy my digestive system. No! No, wait, here. Hold on. Nudes. Yummy fettuccine alfredo. Ooh, that sounds good too. Honestly, I have yet to encounter like a noodle dish I don't like. Doesn't necessarily have to be like spaghetti or pasta. Just like, I love noodles, man. Alright, this is kind of a spaghetti-ish solution, but it's kind of working, so screw it. We're probably gonna have to soften all the edges. Oh, no, it's fine actually. Okay. If you say spag bowl, do you know what that means? Bolognese? Spaghetti bolognese? Meatball, spaghetti underneath. Ravioli also. Ravioli, give me the Wallaby track! He's here! All hail Wallaby track. Hello. I don't know why I do this annoyingly high and stupidly girly voice. How are you, Wallaby track? I was too much. I was too babyish for a second there. I had to get more grungy. Grr. I'm tough. I am man. Let's turn on this side. Yeah, in the words of Bon, I am testosterone. Oh boy. Baby. I'm COVID free. My test came back negative. Hey, that's awesome. You were worried that you had COVID? It was just a cold. I did see a meme the other day that said, guys, we're entering, it's cold season, so do I have a regular cold or is this COVID season? I was like, that's true. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I think for most of us we're heading into autumn and the winter time. Except for Needed Cat, you're heading into spring and summer. But I'm glad you do not have COVID, Wallaby Track. That's very good to hear. Snow! It is snow, whoa! Hi, Snow. Here's a hydrate or dihydrate for you. Here's, guys, get ready for the water asthma. Oh boy. Oh man, you guys didn't experience COVID in cold season? Babies. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Just... Why do people think COVID's not real? Why? Like... All the people who think that COVID is not real, I'm sorry, but they share one collective brain cell, and it clearly is uneducated. And just doesn't have, like, the internet? Good slurp. That was a good slurp. A tasty slurp. More like refill that bad boy. Honestly, like I said, I might pour out the rest of the bottle. I am getting close to the bottom of this glass of wine. And there's only two gulps left. I can't leave those in the bottle. They'll feel left out. Give me the vaccine. I'm waiting for spring on pins and needles. I kind of just... I'm out of words, honestly, for people who are, like, fucking anti-maskers and people who just, in general, like I said, think COVID's not real. Why? Do you not understand how many people have died from it? And, like, even the people that didn't... There's, like, a lot of studies coming out now, or not studies, but kind of a lot of reports, articles coming out now about the people who recovered from COVID but are kind of still suffering from, like, a brain fog. It's like, come on, man. This shit ruined people's lives. Why can you not just say... Why do you think it's not real? I'm gonna stop talking before I think I'm having a stroke today, actually. But... come on, just get rid of those faces. Jeez, yeah. Asthma is wada. Wada. I'm not slurping wine. Remember last time I tried to slurp wine? Ooh, that didn't go well. You're all wise. You'll be okay. Again, yes, I am very intelligent. Obviously. You know, I don't consider myself the smartest person in, like, I never really consider myself the smartest person in the room, but oh boy, at least I wear a goddamn mask. What the hell is happening out here? Oh. Huh, okay. We'll figure out. Actually, let's, No, let's redo everything. Mesh. Mirror. By the way, Wallaby Track, wanted to ask, how's, Inktober going? Where is it? There, did I mirror it the wrong way? I don't know. I have a really hard time knowing. I genuinely have a hard time remembering, like, which axis is which axis is which a lot of the time. So this mirror tool is a bit of a kind of tricky for me. Why am I mirroring it when literally Death by wine slurp. Yep. Stop talking. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah. Yep. I'm a chatterbox on stream. Fun fact, I'm the smartest person alive. Damn. How does it feel to actually be, like, intelligent? There's a patient in the hospital I'm doing clinical at who is suffering from respiratory issues because he had COVID earlier this year. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it also kind of seems that COVID creates more long-term lasting, like, has a lot more long-term lasting consequences than, like, say, the common flu. Yeah, Sampleton is, our resident doctor. So every time we're like, oh, where's the science side of Tumblr? Where's the science side of this chat? We at Sampleton. Sampleton is the true big brain of us. Sampleton and, obviously, Gutson. Alright, let's get all these... I don't know what happened. Is it... Oh, it's up... Ah! Okay, I have to fix this real quick. Oh, that's not so bad. Yeah, just move everything back. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Can I just delete the vertex? Will that cause any problems? And then I'll just redo the cut. Yeah, let's do that. That might be better. I think it happened when I did one of the bevels by accident. Because this happens a lot with, like, overlapping faces with beveling. At least in my experience. Inktober is a dumpster fire. Big oof. Yeah, that's like, again, I think Inktober is super cool, but I generally don't like say I'm like, I don't be like, I'm gonna do Inktober just because it is like a large commitment. More just like, maybe weekly. Hard, barely even. Does 3D art count? Okay, so that's why the vertices weren't 1-to-1, that's why. It's fine though. Sampleton will save us. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Also, don't worry guys, I'm planning on downloading Genshin like tomorrow or the day after. I will join this weeb nonsense. We can get 4-player co-op. Quop. Like the game. Inktober, when you make an art once a day. Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, it's super hard to keep up, honestly. Like, I really deeply admire all the people that do it. It's insane. It's just so much work. Okay, actually, let's just reduplicate it. But yeah, it takes a lot of like hard work and dedication. It's like even if people only do it for like 30 minutes a day, it's like still consciously you have to put in the 30 minutes a day. And it can be hard even if like just like finding that much time. What is happening? Hello? Do I look like I selected those faces? Hello? I can your Amazon employee discount is nice! Yo. You wanna hook me up? I made my own Inktober prompt. It's only 15 days long, so that way you can afford to draw every other day. Ooh. What are the prompts? Also, hydrate time. Proper water. Not alky water. Let's actually separate these. Oh, so why did I select the faces? They were literally separated. I literally separated them a second ago just so I could easily select them to move without having to like highlight all the faces. Sometimes I wonder what goes on in my brain. Have we discussed our Splatoon Team Trick battle plan yet? Wait. Actually, yeah. Because Snow, you said you're playing Team Trick. I'm playing Team Trick. Sokonoko looks like it's playing Team Trick. And if Wallaby Track plays Team Trick, yo, we can do quads. We can do quads. Wait, during Splatfest, can you do quads and pairs? Or is it just like Turf War? And then there's pro and there's there's challenge and regular. And challenge is basically like ranked but Turf War, so you get thrown into a room of 8 random people. Oh wait, no. I'm so silly. Yeah. You make a room. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had a stroke trying to figure out what was happening there. But yeah, oh no. It's Numpty! Hi Numpty. How goes it? Sorry, I just coughed super loudly. But yeah, Wallaby Track. Potentially we could get quads going for Team Trick. Dex, join us on Team Trick. Come on. Nupty! Unleash the hordes of hell, I know, right? All the Inklings I splat. Yo, guys, I had 23 splats today in Rainmaker. In general, I popped off today during Rainmaker, which is wild, because normally Rainmaker is not my best mode. What is happening? I don't know what just happened. It went crooked, but yeah, Rainmaker, not a strong point for me. Honestly, most League modes, not a strong point for me. You wanna see my best impasta play? What do you mean? What does that mean? Am I not gamer enough for this? Uh-oh. Okay, also let's... Ooh, whoa. Keep forgetting there's stuff behind the image. So... I would say that the bottom of the legs are a little bit too... The chair's a bit too tall. Oh, Among Us. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm down to play more on the weekend. With the gang. I feel like, you know, we need justice. I died very quickly both times, which was like, oof! Avenge me. No one actually avenged me either, which was like big sad. Alright. Will this work? And bridge! Oh no, it didn't work. Wait, what was it? Did I change the bridge tool? Is it linear now? They're literally identical. Might play this weekend. It's because CC is good. Yeah, yo. I was heading down to the other room to fix the oxygen thing, and then she shanked me, and I was like, excuse me, hello? So, how do I... I'm trying to think what the best way to make the top curve is. Because clearly... Well, actually, let's real quick try and delete the history and see if that helps anything. Nope. The only other thing I can think about doing is... That's kind of a poo-poo solution too. Well, okay, let's try it. Well, let's duplicate the object. So then I don't lose the good one. The original, at least. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Didn't want to suck it in that much. Bro, this is actually gonna be so spaghetti. No, not a good solution either. Thinking, brain blast! Not really. Well, I'll be Tracker Deem, say something nice about yourself. Man, I've been saying a lot of nice shit about myself lately. Running out of shit to say, guys. I already said I'd never give up yesterday. Eee! It might be. I'm gonna let you guys get back to being productive. I'll be lurking and reading. All right. Oh, you know what? Actually, thanks. Also, you inspired me for what I should say. I'm well read in the sense that I read a lot of books. I love reading. Is that a nice? Does that count as a nice thing about myself? I am big reader. You know what? Fuck it. I make the rules here. I'm gonna say that counts as my nice thing about myself. Alright, we need another angle. That is a very nice thing. Good. Also, guys, can I get a big F in the chat? Remember when we got to S in tower control? I dropped back down to A. That was so upsetting. Alright. Hopefully this might deafen you guys when I take the screenshot. That wasn't so loud. Alright, because I'm having a hard time seeing the angle is the problem. Also, the game has been open this whole time, which means my hours have gone up by like 2. Not like this. Not like this. Oh no. Oh no. We don't need the game open right now, you know? Considering the fact that I was actually kind of guessing some of the angles, I didn't do that badly. Oof, not a real Splatoon player. Excuse me, Numpty? What did you just call me? I got tweeted by some esports channel. I don't even know. I don't even know what it was. Alright, we gotta... Again, my addiction to Splatoon may or may not be getting out of control, because I am literally recreating freaking Inkopolis. Well, okay, so since I didn't start with that thing as my original scale model, let's scale down like that a bit. Yeah. Still a few things that could be fixed like that. So the chair actually extends a bit beyond like that. Let's erase that. Let's tilt it a little bit. Not that much. Yeah, like that. Actually, it's more like this. Yeah, this gets sucked in, not that gets pushed out. Go down. Okay, so this is where things are gonna get a bit janky. Oh no, yeah, that ain't it, Chief. Yeah. Oh, whoa, why is that happening? I think I dragged the wrong side, did I? Yeah, to be completely honest, I'm not too sure how to handle that leg. Okay, okay, we're gonna try a different approach. Mesh, separate. Get the fuck out of here. Mirror. Gosh, I shouldn't have cut this in half earlier. I have to sew all these back to, or merge all these again. Oof! It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. Okay, we'll make the mistake next time. Hopefully. Alright, I think that was all of them. That wasn't so bad. It was small, but ow, my wrist. Alright. I think. I think I know what I can do for this. I should have done soft selection to make the curve. Like the same size as the base. Yeah, there we go. Let's try this. Let's try this. What happens if we just go straight up? Okay, let's do part of it. And then, what would happen if I do this? Can I... Okay, please tell me the bridge will work now. Huzzah! Oh! That actually kind of had the behavior I want. That was actually kind of sick. Minus the fact that it's twisting weirdly. What the heck? Oh, the vertex. Wait a minute. Why did this vertex connect to that one? There we go. So it's because of the offset. There was an offset. Interesting. Hey, yo, that's looking pretty good! Pog! Yeah, Pog Nuggies. Ooh, speaking of Pog Nuggie, Numpty, I do need to add Sip Nuggie to Franker Faces. I'll do that today, after stream. I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye Gutson. Thanks for coming by and sharing much wholesome, very much wholesome story. Yeah, take care, man. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't just like bombard the mic. I did put my sweater back on because it was like hanging around my neck like a scarf. Got a little cold in here. So hopefully that didn't like cause some weird friction on the mic. Also, hold up. Let's do that again so I can change the divisions. Let's make it like 10. Yeah, I like that more. That way there is one, like, face in the center. What do the chairs look like from the top? It's pretty squared out. Okay, so to get around that, we should do this. Get it to like close enough to where it needs to be, and then do the whoop-diddy-bendy part. Yeah, I think it's like that is better. What? Oh. Oh, I need to select... Wow, okay, that was a silly mistake. I only had one side selected, I think. There we go. Man, why is this actually kind of annoying? It's a chair. Numpty redeemed a hydrate or dihydrate. Alright, here's your hydrate. Here's your water asthma, Numpty. Oh, that was a very, juicy slurp. Is it really sloped like that? It is, okay. Interesting. Alright, let's bevel the shit out of this. It's beveling time. It's morphin time. Oh! Did I not delete the history? Oh! Oh! Ah! There we go. Need to cat redeemed a posture check. Alright, normally when I get posture checks I usually stand up, but I can't really, I don't have a standing desk, so I'm doing that thing where I kneel on the ground now. It's gonna... Oh, actually that feels really good on my spine. It's gonna feel not so good on my knees in like 5 minutes, but it feels good on my spine. Ooh, hi River MK. How goes it? You're not dropping in this time just as stream ends. I think last time you were here it was like just as I was closing up, so sorry about that. How goes it? What? Oh, it's because I didn't actually drag it out yet. I was like, why does it look like that? Why does it look so long boy like that? Pog, I'm sleepy. I am also actually a tiny bit sleepy. But check it out! I'm modeling Splatoon shit! This is the Crust bucket! Well, it's kind of hard to see right now. Let's go look at it on Unreal. I even added little oh, whoa! Stop zooming! I added little textures! Look, I did the logo today. Why does it look like... Oh, okay. Oops, wrong texture set, I think. This is the real one. Should... Oh, stop it! I'm hitting all the wrong keys by accident today. Is it bleeding yet? A little bit still, but less of a problem. But yes, this is where we at right now. Crusty Sean would be proud. I hope I'm making our Lord and Savior Crusty Sean proud. I'm not very good at like character modeling, but I would love to be able to model Crusty Sean too and put him in the truck. Like I said earlier, like honestly, modeling this has made me really appreciate all the tiny things, all the tiny details in the Crust bucket. Like I noticed today or yesterday that they have books in the front seat. Did you ever notice that? Such a cute detail. Right there. Crusty Sean likes to read. He's a nerd. Let's give him a wedgie. It's a really nice detail. Leave it to Nintendo. Alright. Where's the chair? I was working on this one. So where was I? Okay. I was working on smoothing out these edges. Bevel that shit. Okay, that is a tiny ass fraction. This is a one hella high poly chair. Not high poly per se, but it shouldn't have this many tries. Okay, this is gonna mess that up a bit, but it's fine, we'll fix it. Oh, actually, MK, are you gonna be playing Splatfest, by the way? Trick versus Treat? I'm gonna ask before I forget. Because, I hope you're on the same team as us. Nani? There's a Splatfest rematch coming up. I think it starts Halloween? The 31st of October through the 2nd of November, I think? So starting October 3rd, starting the 30th of October. And when does it end? Oh, through the 1st of November. Alright, yeah. Are you gonna be Team Trick or Team Treat? And here I am thinking the next Splatfest is March. Man, if Splatfest if I had to wait till March for that? No wonder why I saw Team Trick or Treat. Oh yeah, hell yeah! So which team are you on? There's one objective right answer here. Just kidding. I'm not particularly invested in the outcome this time. I was really competitive for Team Ketchup versus Mustard because I love ketchup so much. Ketchup is just the superior condiment. But for this one, I don't know, Same with chicken versus egg. I was like, if my team wins, that's neat, but I don't really care that much. Team Trick! Yeah! Okay. So I'm playing Team Trick because the ghost is so much cuter. I want the t-shirt with the ghost. It's so cute. Look at him. He's like, and then my friend pointed out, like, the guy for Team Treat looks like he drew a face on his tummy and is now like pinching his belly fat. And I was like, well, now that you mentioned that, it also kind of looks like he's wearing underwear with a jack-o'-lantern face on it. So, but yeah, we might be able to play some quads because I know Snow is team. And Snow got in. Snow renewed online, so we're good now. But yeah, Snow is playing Team Trick. So is I'm playing Team Trick. Wallaby Track is Team Trick. Sokonoko's Team Trick. Depending Dex might be Team Trick. I also finally got to League Battle, so I'm good at Ranked. Wait, what? Were you not able to play Ranked before? Oof! Yo, let's play League tomorrow. Tomorrow's Splatoon stream. Guys, let's get quads! Let's get quads. Dex, Snow, are you guys still here? Can we play quads? But also, my dude, I hope you also, I hope you know I was joking about the, you're not in ranked yet. I had played Splatoon for like 200 hours before playing any ranked at all, because I was such a hardcore just salmon run player. I just enjoyed the co-op mode so much. I only really started kind of playing ranked after I like met other people that play Splatoon. And it was like, oh, well, I started playing ranked because I wanted to play League with them. Just too much of a puss. Yeah, ranked is pretty scary though. $100 hours of turf, 20 of tower control. Oh, okay. That's good, that's good. Wait, so did you just get to A in tower control? Because I think you just minimum need B- in one mode to be able to play League. Also, I do want this to be a little more forward, I think. Both of them should be more forward to make space for like this thing, the support on the chair. And they don't need to be as close together as they are right now, I would say. Yeah, that's good. Very close to A, just like 2 or 1 more to win to A. Oh, okay, okay. Bro, I'm so upset. I got to S last week in tower control. And then, okay, so on the weekend, I just had a really unfortunate series of like getting into matches where people didn't disconnect, but they also didn't play. They just ran around the map and pressed, come on, come on, come on. And they didn't do anything. And I was like, excuse me? So I ended up losing like 3 to 4 matches on the weekend because of that, which was really annoying. But I got to S, and then I dropped back down to A+, and then I dropped back down to A. I've decided I will not play on weekends, because weekends also tends to be, like, for sure, way more people play on the weekend, just because it's the weekend. Excuse me? Clan Blitz on C rank is the worst. Oh yeah, nobody fucking knows how to play that mode. My friend recently got Splatoon, and he was like, yeah, nobody knows how to play that fucking clan mode in C-. It was pretty funny. I was like, I agree. Like, when I started playing Clan Blitz, I was already, like, I want to say rank, like, or, rank 50 to 60-ish, and I already knew how to play Clan Blitz because Snow taught me. So I was watching people just chuck the football onto the ground, and I was like, bro, I really feel you. This is like the first time I played Clan Blitz, I had no fucking clue what was going on. If Snow hadn't taught me, I would have been utterly screwed. But yeah, since I was already like rank 60 and everyone else in there was like rank 10, and just like shit on them. Again, not even because I'm good at Splatoon, but just like since I'd played more, I knew the maps better and stuff like that. I knew how to dodge certain ultimates. Also, I think these could stand to go down a bit more. Oh, did someone just do a sub thing? Oh! Thanks for the prime sub, Revert MK. Thank you very much. Bezos money! Thanks! Also, you figured out... Oh, so you figured it out on your own? Yo, that's actual true pro gamer, to be completely honest. Again, I would not have known how to play if Snow had not taught me. Like, Snow pulled me into a private battle. He's like, okay, yo, pick up the football. Or collect 10 clams, then pick up the football. Then what you do is you throw the football at the barrier. But if the barrier is not lowered, then you can't throw the football. So you gotta wait till the barrier lowers. Snow doesn't talk like that, but... Team trick. You read the rules? That is one thing to do, but you know, if there's anything we can count on from gamers, it's that they don't know how to read. They're just like, I see shooty shooty thing, I charge. Grrr. Which is like kind of what I did when I first played Salmon. Or not Salmon Run, Clam Blitz. Okay. Also, how many... Okay, so it's more centered, it's not at the very edge. And how does it... So it comes from the bottom, okay. Which means the bottom can look like utter chaos, because we'll never really see the bottom. But knowing Nintendo, I bet the bottom looks fucking phenomenal. And this is why I've collected like 60 hours in Splatoon in the last like week. I've just been running around Inkopolis looking at the chairs. Don't mind me, just a regular, you know, Octoling slinking around Inkopolis. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we don't have to worry too much about it. Inspecting chairs? Yup. You know what? That's my detective name. Inspector Chair. It's more like... Oops, I keep hitting the Windows key by accident. I think the chair may be a little bit wide. We are going to scale it down eventually, so let's leave it for now. So let's like get one there. Actually, let's do one first, and then we can just duplicate it. If you guys had a detective name, what would it be? Like I said, I would truly be Inspector Chair. This chair is really taking a long time. I did go really slowly for a while. I was just having too much fun vibing with chat. What does it look like where it meets the chair? So it just merges right in. Okay. That's a tough question. We only ask the toughest of intellectual questions around here. But yeah, I'm curious what your first thoughts are on what your detective name would be. Inspector sample. Inspect any and all samples, I guess? I like the I guess? Like, you're having some kind of identity crisis out here, Sampleton. Dr. Revert? I don't fucking know. I mean, hey, it's valid. Makes sense. Honestly, in the context of me, Inspector Chair doesn't make much sense, so you got me there, bro. Where is Soften Edge? There we go. I don't know why the default is to extrude with hard edges. I don't remember having that problem in the past until recently, but it's okay. It's not really a big deal, just a peculiarity. Okay. On the other side. I think they could stand to be spaced out a tiny bit more. It's never not time to have an identity crisis. That is true. You know, we're getting... It is... I don't know about everyone else, but for me, it is 11:02 p.m. So we are definitely entering prime, not the prime chaos hours. That's not what I was trying to say. Prime, what's the word? Pensive hours. There we go. I really was having a stroke on that one. How far does the chair extend? So it's pretty warped in the back and it's shorter. Ouch, my spine. I need to crack my back. Ouch! Okay. EST gang? EST gang. For MK redeemed posture check. Well, I sat up really straight after I cracked my back. And I just kind of need to work on my posture in general. Right, that's good, I think. That looks kind of strange, to be completely honest. Also, this guy is wasted. Look at him. He died. I've made that joke in the Discord before, and I'm recycling it now. Yeah, I think the chair itself is a bit too wide. Squish it in. Squish it in. Squish! That looks better. I wonder how people draw so well on a Switch. Dude, I know, right? The art in Inkopolis Square is kind of insane. I imagine they have like a stylist probably, right? It's crazy how well they draw. And I don't think it's impossible, like in Animal Crossing, how you can import pictures and like use like codes to download stuff that you made on like a piece on a computer. Is that possible in Splatoon? I don't think so. All right, we got a chair and we got a trash can. I was hoping to. Bruh, this chair took needlessly long. Okay, let's scale it to like the right size now. So relative to the truck, it's about the width of maybe 1.5 trash cans? 1.25 maybe? Yeah, okay, but since this is to scale on itself, that looks good. Maybe a tiny bit smaller. And let's squanch it a bit. I could find a photo, but I found someone who drew a perfect pigeon? Pigeon? I love pigeons. They're like actually the most unintelligent. Aren't they like literally one of the most unintelligent birds on this planet? Whoa! Okay, sorry. I really love pigeons though. They're pretty, they're dumb and they're kinda uggy. It's awesome. Okay, let's... Big brain birds. Big brain? I thought they were pea brain! Let's get some test exports. Where's 00? There it is. They do the male stuff. Aren't pigeons like actually infamously stupid birds though? Also, what happened? Excuse me, hello? It takes brain power. Couldn't learn that. I mean, you could deliver mail if you wanted to. Are pigeons intelligent? Most intelligent? What? Oh. Okay. Maybe New York City pigeons are a different species then, because New York City pigeons are kind of stupid. You know? Actually, no, they're pretty smart. They know how to trick people into giving them food. So... Oh, okay. Penguin out here spreading lies. Are penguins intelligent? If it says penguins are really largely stupid, I'll cry. Ah! Okay. Smirk nug. I would actually die from laughter if it said that penguins are considered the dumbest bird on the planet. That really would just have me deceased. Centered. Is the pivot centered? Yeah. Man, I wonder if there's an easier process of centering all this, but... Or easier way to do it. Probably is, but... It's just automatically lay out the movies, it's fine. Probably gonna need to make a new subdirectory. What are the dumbest birds? Stupidest bird species. Of a cardinal? What? Too much reading. What's in a PDF? Nope. Oh hell no. Clearly look at Ben-chan. I mean, I agree. Oh. Killdeer. Dumb bird. I hate to be derogatory about any bird species, but if they gave out a prize for the world's dumbest bird, the killdeer would hands down win. Its scientific name, Chartreuse vociferous, perfectly summarizes its personality and behavior. A boisterously bad actor. Can we get an F in the chat for the killdeer over here? They're just doing their best. Why did that stupid bird build its nest in a parking lot? Does it kill deer? Good fun. I smell slander. I agree. Honestly, you know, what if they're actually geniuses and just hiding their, like, immense, just, like, more power, like, too powerful for mankind knowledge? What if they invented time travel and they just don't want to let us know? Because they know once humans feel threatened by them, they're you know, these birds might go extinct. It is self-preservation. Alright, let's get this relatively in the right spot. I'm gonna keep this crust. Let's title it to empty crust bucket empty, because I'll delete it in the future. Where's the crust bucket? Well, merged. Here it is. Oh, I already had one that's like, yeah, why aren't I using this then? Bruh. Huh, okay. The rotation's a bit different. Oh, because it's using Unreal, it's using Unreal. Oh, okay, no, I understand now. They're the masters of scientific, the masters of charades. Just look at the scientific name. Yeah, yes. Very science. Okay, let's, woo, there's a lot of, let's group these. Does that work to group them? What? I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but... Oh, okay, let's... It's because it was in the middle. Let's get rid of that. Crust bucket. There we go. This is too big brain. Yeah, you know what? Wait, kill deer. This is learning. This is educational stream now. So what does this mean? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Some believe that seeing it cured jaundice. Nice. Alright, I'm bored. Let's fix this. Hold up. Yeah, I blocked out Inkopolis, so, like, let's get a top view. What are my keyboard shortcuts again? Shift 2. Oh, I was pressing F2, Shift 2. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, so this is what the blockout looks like. Like, it's not that hard to see. Like, Deep Sea Metro down here, lobby here, Grizzo's here, the shoe shop, the hat shop, the... I don't remember the order, but the shops, you know, the arcade, radio station, random building, the wall. I love keyboard shortcuts! Okay. Let's get some of this. Should I start doing the table? Let's toss in some chairs at random. Well, let's actually put in the rubbish bin first. Oh yeah. That's looking cute. So let's just put a default. Can I put, no, it's fine. Okay, nope. I sat back down. I'm gonna do the kneel thing again, though, because my spine. I need a standing desk. I wish I had a standing desk. I like to stand work, or, I like to stand work. I like to work standing up. There we go. Holy. I'm gonna need to get a better view of, like, the actual layout of all the chairs. I always deselect things by accident and then rotate. Oh, Let's fix the bottom there. The bottom protrudes a bit too much. Actually, we don't even need this many faces, honestly. Let's do two things. Oh, that's not extruded by accident. I used to have a really big problem pressing this like extrude thing by accident, and so I would have like overlapping faces or faces with zero surface area just completely by accident a lot. It was a really common problem I had for a while. Okay, let's do that. I still can't figure out if the inkling on treat is girl or a boy. I think it's a girl inkling, yeah, because it doesn't have a bun. But honestly, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe that's why they made it look ambiguous, because they're like, it's just ambiguous inkling. Anyone can participate. Also, ooh. Okay, let's separate this again. Ouch, my wrist. Okay, so I think... First of all, I can round this out a bit more. And then just bevel it too. Just soften the edge really. Can't wait for... Yeah, I'm excited for Splatfest too. Splatfests are fun. I am gonna stream it. Yeah. Every time there's... For all the rematches so far, when there's Splatfest, I stream all of them. It's extra Splatoon streams those weeks. Huh, I don't really understand what's happening. Let's not do that. Doesn't really matter because it's the bottom of the chair. However, I do think it's a bit too low. So let's get my windows back into shape. But yeah, hopefully we can get some quads going. Because I think majority of people around that like hang around here are planning on being Team Trick. I know Dex is just planning on being team whichever has fewer players because they want to win so they can get the snails. Well, remember I'm not that good. Well, neither am I, but it's Splatfest. It's just for fun. I don't, again, like I said, I don't particularly care who wins this one. Like when it was Team Ketchup versus Team Mayo, now that. Oh, Team Ketchup reacts only. But for like this one, and when there was like the egg versus chicken rematch, I was like, I'm just gonna play whatever team everyone else, or not everyone else, like my friends are playing. So then we can all play as a team. So this, more or less the same. I don't have strong opinions on it. It'd be cool if Team Trick won. Because Team Trick lost last time, but I don't really care. I'm here for the fun. So what is going on here? Why is this edge so hardened? Can I soften it? Will that help? It's like literally a fold. Oh! Which means that these probably have some unmerged vertices as well. There it is. I think I missed one when I was reconstructing it earlier. Okay, just that one. That's good. Haven't done League battles since I have no friends? Well, I'm very weird. Okay, well, what's gotta happen is we can play some League pairs tomorrow. Splatoon is honestly got infinitely more fun once I like primarily because like Snow found this channel, so then that did motivate me to get to League so then we could play pairs together, and then just like from that it grew, found more people. But listen, you got friends here, yo. Got lots of Splat players here who will play League with you. Ah, now that bevel is working. It wasn't working earlier and I was confused. See all the stuff stacked here at 0, 0 on the grid. It's kind of chaotic. Probably should start another file, but yeah, what about Smeedo? Yes? What about them? I wonder, have they said if they'll be playing Team Trick or Treat? I know they came around here because I started playing, I united with, when Snow and I were playing pairs, or united with them and Sokonoko. But I don't know, yeah. Don't see them around these parts too often otherwise. Oh, and the UV still look good. Oof. I mean, we could ask them. I mean, or I could ask Sokonoko to be like, yo, are they on Team Trick? They're also good players, so I hope they're on Team Trick. Lovely. Now it looks kind of narrow almost. That's fine though. Okay, let's get started on the table. So that way I can start populating the table and chairs. What does the table look like? Hello? Why can I not select the image? There we go. What? Why can I not select the images? What the hell? Am I in object mode? No, I guess I wasn't. Which file was it? Table... Front zoom? Yeah. The table doesn't look too complicated. I mean, the table itself is not complicated, but it's still gonna... It might take about the same time, like, same amount of time as the chair. Actually, this is a... Oh my gosh. Good time. I'm gonna go grab a little bit more water, so I will be right back. Hopefully no one goes deaf from the sound of me pressing the button to mute. Aight. Hello. I'm back. Also, what? You're gonna go to sleep now since it's close to 12. Alright. Good night. Tomorrow starts at 8:30 p.m. And yeah, seems like you and I are in the same time zone. So 8:30. Hop on by. We can play some league pairs or quads depending on how many people we got. But thanks for coming by. I hope to see you tomorrow, yo. Again, we can play some League. Like in Splatoon, not the game, League of Legends. Alright, cool. Take care, man. Is it rectangular on the bottom or round? Also, like, I'm realizing now that there's, like, so much light going on here. Like, the lights are coming down super harsh. And the shadows are quite hard. Whoa, what's happening? Okay. What if I just, like, played a match of Splatoon, like, right now? Alright. Can't entirely see the bottom too well. So it looks like they have that little thing used for like adjusting the table, like for pinning it, like if you have a flat an umbrella or not, the tightening post thing. What? You know what? tower control. I dropped rank so much. I'm so upset. Like, I've dropped rank before, but like, this is the first time I dropped like two ranks, and I was like, bruh. Like, in all fairness, I did lose a few matches fair and square, but I felt so cheated when I was on all those teams where people were just memeing like, come on, come on, come on. And I'm like, bruh, play, please. I wasn't even angry, I was just like sad. I don't know why I keep hitting the Windows key so much by accident today. Why is spacebar not working? Whoa! Did I miss a face? Yeah, I did. Ugh, no, come on. I really always select a lot of like faces, like too many faces by accident. There we go. I've learned that you can tell when you have extra faces selected by mistake by looking at like where the pivot is. Should give you a clue, but it's still annoying nonetheless. And it still happens a lot. And it causes problems where it's like, I didn't realize I had an extra face selected. And so I extrude. And then like way down the line I realize, oh shit, there's a problem here. This looks like I extruded this face by accident earlier on. Because I had an extra face selected by accident. So, whoa, why is it oval? What the heck? Ugh. Glad I noticed that sooner than later. That'd have been annoying to fix. Right, that's basically what it looks like. So it has 4. Probably... I don't think I'm gonna finish the entire table. Maybe I'll just do the legs and then I think I'm gonna end stream. I'm a bit tired. that's already kind of happening when it's like... Huh. Hey! That's not so bad. Let's grunt. Oh, whoa. Hey man, that's really not so bad. I think that might be a bit too big, because I did take that screenshot at a bit of an angle. Don't think it will actually... Oh, it's actually... okay. It does almost stretch out to the end of the table. So yeah, this is still a bit of an exaggeration. Maybe more like that. Well, actually, let's do this and then we'll make the table a bit bigger on the top. Because then we're going to scale the whole object down, so no problems. Yeah, I think that looks good. Or it looks alright at least. The umbrella, I'll probably make a separate detachable mesh and then import it in my, or piece it together in Unreal. There we go. Whoa, let's smooth all these first. What happens if I smooth everything? Or soften, not smooth. Yeah, no, there's some edges I don't want to be softened. I think I just want these to be softened. This and these two on the... Oh, I'm not holding shift, not the E. Alright, I think that's a good place to stop. The table's basically done. So, wow, it took us this long to do a trash can, a chair, and a table. Nice. Anyway. Whew. Oh, I need a stretch. Ouch. Thank you for coming by today. Ow, my neck. I'm back. Wow, Kevin, you're back actually just in time as I'm like, I think I'm done for the day. But thanks for coming back? Anyway, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you ever have that moment where like, what is happening? Like, I think I wasn't getting notifications all night, and then suddenly it exploded with like 7 hours of it notifications. Oh boy. Bruh. Okay, anyway. Classic Kevin, back just in time. Or you mean the notifications? But here's your asthma. A last asthma of the day. So anyway, thanks lads for coming on by. Next stream is tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We Splatoon. So have a good rest of your day. Or have a good rest of your night. Or day, depending on where you are. But thanks again for coming by, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye! Alright, goodbye.